Alrighty, let's get started. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Texas Association for College Admission Counseling College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, and we'll be around for the entire session to answer any questions you have. My name is Chelsea, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you, but you can use that Q&A button on your screen to type questions at any time. This is one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation, as well as all of the others, are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Texas. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, and that's Poly Humboldt.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am calling in from WIOT territory here in Northern California. We are on the unceded territory and we work closely with all of our local tribes. We are recently received a new Cal Poly designation. So we are now a Polytechnic University, the third in the state university system here in California. So we specialize in what you can see behind me here, this lovely, beautiful rainforest that we live in here in Northern California. We have several new fields that will be coming up in data science, engineering, forestry, wildlife management, and nursing. So we're really excited about this new designation, and you're probably wondering what that means. So it's not just for sciences, it's for all of the majors, both liberal arts and the professional studies as well. We are a hands-on institution with lots of hands-on activities. So not only what you're doing in the classroom, you'll get to be able to do out in the real world. You're also going to get an interdisciplinary focus, which means that you're going to get a wonderful, well-rounded, holistic approach to whatever field or discipline it is that you choose. So some of the cool things that you can do at Cal Poly Humboldt is you can go work in the Trotz Tree Lab, which is here behind me, and you can actually work in the field that you're doing. We have a fisheries lab. We have a vessel. We are the only vessel in the California State University system, child development lab, social work internships, the list goes on. So we are really excited to have you, and I look forward to hearing from all of you and getting to know you and the interests that you have and see if Cal Poly Humboldt is the school for you. Great, thank you.
Thank you so much. Alrighty, next up we have Northern Arizona University.
All right, can everyone hear me okay? Great, so I'm Nancy Navarro. I am the Assistant Director for Diversity Recruitment with Northern Arizona University. I'm here to tell you a little bit about what you can kind of expect with Arizona. Most of the time people think of Arizona, I think a desert. We're not in the desert, so we're a little bit different than most people expect. We are in the mountains. You actually see the picture here that we're a very mountainous town, 7,000 feet elevation. So you will find that we're just a little bit different than what people expect. So specifically, one thing that I always like to talk about is just what to expect with living here. So again, 7,000 feet elevation. We don't hit 100 degrees like the rest of the town or the rest of the state. 21,000 students located here on campus. We are a Hispanic Serving Institute. We just earned that title earlier last year. We are also a rural serving community as well. And you get to live here if you want to, but you're not required to live on campus. So a lot of great benefits of being an on-campus student. If you choose to live off campus, I really do recommend getting involved with either our diversity and inclusion programs, with study abroad, which is one of my regrets of not doing a study abroad program. We also have student life opportunities for you to be involved in, over 400 different clubs and organizations. We do have over 100 different programs for you to also check out. We have the only forestry program of its kind in Arizona because we're the only ones in the forest. These are current requirements for admissions, and you'll note that our 2 years of second language actually will not be required beginning next year. And if you have any questions on tuition, that will be here. And I also have the contact information for your contact person at the end of these slides. So we do focus a lot on education, engineering, nursing, dental hygiene, but we have, again, over 100 different programs for you to consider. So you can always access our information here and find the admissions officer page. We have 2 reps for the state of Texas, so don't hesitate to reach out to us, and we'll make sure we get you connected to the right programs and the right resources. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Texas State University.
All right, awesome. Hi, everyone. My name is Anna Hernandez. I am one of the admissions counselors here at Texas State University. I cover the San Antonio region. So if any of my students aren't there, hello. And I'm just here to talk to you guys a little bit about us and what our admission/application process looks like. So a little bit about Texas State. Texas State is one of the largest public universities in the state of Texas. With that being said, we do have a little over 38,000 students enrolled on campus as of fall 2021. We do have two campuses. Our main campus is located in San Marcos, Texas, right in between Austin and San Antonio. Very convenient location for our students. And then our second location is located in Round Rock, Texas, just north of Austin. Our Round Rock location houses most of our health profession majors. So if any students are interested in nursing, for example, our nursing school is actually located in Round Rock. A little bit about our student demographics. 46% of our student population are first generation students. What this means is that you're maybe the first in your family to attend and graduate from a four-year institution. And we have plenty of student services and organizations in place that assist our first generation students, not just their first year at Texas State, but all years that they are with us. We're also a minority majority campus. So what this means is that 55% of our student population is of ethnic minority, and they come from all 50 states and 74 different nations. And we're really, really proud of all the diversity that we have here on campus. And then we also have 80% of our graduates who are either working or continuing their education just 1 year after graduating from college. And this really speaks to the success that our students have once they graduate from Texas State. They're either going right into their career field, or they're choosing to continue their education at the graduate level, which is also amazing. This is a list of our 10 colleges. So we have 10 colleges at Texas State. We have a little over 100 undergraduate degree programs that you can choose from. Some of the programs that we're most well known for, criminal justice. We're one of the top criminal justice programs in the entire state of Texas. College of Education, we're one of the top educator producing universities in the state of Texas as well. We were actually founded as a teachers university back in 1899, so we still hold true to that. The nursing program that I mentioned earlier that's located in Round Rock, Texas, is an amazing program. Our students have nearly 100% passing rate on the NCLEX exam and 100% job placement once they graduate with that nursing degree. So it's an amazing program. We're also up and coming in the College of Science and Engineering. We're actually about to implement a mechanical engineering degree as of fall 2022. So we're really, really excited about that. To speak to our student involvement just a little bit, we do have more than 400 student organizations on campus. My number one advice to students is to get involved whenever they go to college, whether it be Texas State or any institution. Definitely get involved, join a club or an organization. We have honor organizations, Greek fraternities and sororities, multicultural organizations, political, religious, anything you can think of. We have an organization for you. We're very in tune with the community as well. So we love to give back. So we have plenty of community service opportunities as well. A lot of activities that you can do, a lot of ways to stay active. We are an NCAA Division I school, so we have 16 sports teams that compete at the D1 level, and then we have 35 sports clubs as well, if, again, you're wanting to stay active. Now for our freshman admission standards, Texas State is currently test optional. We've been test optional for the past 2 years. We're hopeful that we will continue to be test optional for this upcoming school year. Our university has not made an official decision, but again, we are hopeful. As you probably already know, the test optional route does mean that you don't have to submit SAT or ACT scores in order to receive admission. If you're wanting to do so, of course you can, but we do have that test optional route. We do always have our assured admissions table available to our student as well if they do want to receive that guaranteed admission and not have to go through the review process. Our application itself is fairly simple. We just require that students submit their application from Apply Texas or Go Apply Texas. The essay is optional for us. We do look at it if you submit it and take it into consideration, but it is not required by any means. Your high school transcript, of course, application fee of $75. We do also have fee waivers available to students who qualify for them. So definitely reach out to a high school counselor if you're interested in fee waivers. And then if you've taken any dual credit, we will accept those as well. Just make sure that you send us that official college transcript. Priority dates, normally they're March 1st. Right now, we've actually extended our fall priority date to June 1st. So if there's still students out there looking to come for fall 2022, you still have time to apply to Texas State. Other than that, if you're looking to come for the spring or later on, it'll be March 1st or November 15th. Paying for college is always something that students have questions about. So definitely get your FAFSA submitted as soon as possible. We have a priority deadline of January 15th, but as soon as it opens up October 1st, fill that out. The sooner you submit it, the better your chances are of getting a really good financial aid package. We also offer scholarships in addition to financial aid. Assured scholarships are automatically awarded to you if you qualify for them. You do not have to apply to these scholarships, which is the great part about them. We will automatically award you. And then we have the competitive scholarships that do have that application process and a very strict deadline. And definitely come visit us on campus if you're able to. We have a beautiful campus and the river that flows right through our campus. So probably our main attraction. But yeah, thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, next up we have the University of Texas at San Antonio. I believe you're muted.
Rookie mistake. Haven't done this in a while. Welcome. My name is Luisa Ramirez, and I'm the Interim Associate Director for our Freshman and International Recruitment. I'm here to talk to you about the University of Texas at San Antonio. And so I'm going to kick things off with a quick video. And here we go. So that was a quick snapshot of what we have to offer at the university. So we'll talk a little bit about what we have here at UTSA. So our university is located in the city of San Antonio, and we have multiple campuses. So currently our main and downtown campuses are where pretty much all the classes are taken. But additionally, we have the downtown expansion that will include the School of Data Science and National Security Collaboration, along with the Southwest School of Art that was recently acquired with UTSA. In the city of San Antonio, we're the 7th largest city in the nation, 2nd largest in the state of Texas. So there's a lot to explore. We're in the heart of the Hill Country. And so what this means for our students is that they have a lot of ground to cover when it comes to exploring the city. Along with that, they're able to see a lot of the arts and the culture and the history and a lot of awesome food. And so at a glance for UTSA, the university was established in 1969, and you can see here as of fall 2020, our enrollment was over 34,000, and we have over 165 areas of study with our bachelor's and graduate programs. So about 75% of our students do receive financial aid, and almost half of our student population are first-generation college students, and along with a small portion of military affiliated. We are a Hispanic serving institution, and we have received national recognitions for it. And so a couple that I want to highlight is the Seal of Excelencia for advancing in Latino student success. And then we've also, we're the only institution in the state of Texas to have 4 Goldwater scholars, as I'm sure you saw in the video. So as I mentioned, we're a Hispanic serving institution, and so we've been recognized through some of the most prestigious areas. And so as a national model for Latino student success, we did receive the Seal of Excelencia, and we've been nationally recognized and received other accolades as well. So a couple of our areas of study that we kind of just want to highlight and be able to talk about. We have over 70 areas of study, all spread out through 8 different colleges for our students to choose from. And so they're nationally recognized for programs such as cybersecurity, and we have some programs such as geosciences and economics and engineering and computer science that just kind of continues on, especially if you're looking at the STEM field. But we do have a wide range that you can definitely explore. And for our students that can't decide on a major, that's okay. We do have a multidisciplinary studies degree that will allow you to customize your own program in your own degree. We also offer our programs online, so we have our online campus. And so we offer these 3 programs along with a certificate for our students that are able to take our programs online. So let's talk real quickly about the admissions. So admission requirements and process of applying. So you would go through Apply Texas or Go Apply Texas or Common App and be able to apply. This will be available for you juniors sometime in late summer, so you can do that. There's also a $70 application fee, or if you qualify for the fee waiver, you can submit that documentation along with your student record through the self-reported academic record, also known as SHRAR. And then test scores are test optional. We're pretty much test optional through spring 2023, and hopefully it does extend, but we more to come once that decision is finalized. If you've taken dual credit courses, we do welcome you to submit that documentation to us so we can be able to process that along with any other extra documentation like an essay or letters of recommendation, which really help the admissions committee review process. So our requirements, if you are in the top 25% of your class, congratulations, you meet the guaranteed admission at UTSA. We also have other guaranteed admission requirements. So if you're in the 2nd quarter of your class and you meet one of the test score requirements, you will also be in the guaranteed admission. But we also have admission by committee review for anyone else in any of the other quartiles. Let's quickly talk about financial aid. So we do have a free tuition program. And so this is to help with affordability. In 2019, UTSA created the Bold Promise, which is UTSA's commitment to offer high quality, affordable education to incoming freshmen coming from middle to low income Texas families. And so by meeting the deadline, meeting certain requirements, students can get their tuition and mandatory fees covered for 4 years. And so students that meet the following requirements, such as the family adjusted gross income of $70,000, being a Texas resident, being in the top 25% of their class, also submitting all required items by the deadline of January 15th can meet this requirements there. And for scholarships, we do have our scholarship hub. So we do welcome our students to apply for hundreds of opportunities. We have merit-based scholarships, and this can range from anywhere from a full ride to half of your tuition and fees being covered. And make sure to connect with us. We do have plenty of virtual events. And we also have our UTSA Day that's coming up on Saturday, April 9th. And to connect with your admissions counselor, feel free to check us out on our website, and I'll add the links into the chat. Thank you so much, and go Roadrunners.
Thank you. Okay, next up we have University of Texas at Arlington College of Engineering.
Excellent, and thank you. Let me just pull up my my PowerPoint, and we will get started. There we go. So thank you everyone for being with us. My name is Lynn Larson. I'm Director of Student Recruitment for the College of Engineering at the University of Texas in Arlington, situated in the northwest corner of the state in the thriving metropolitan area of Dallas and Fort Worth. Our college has been around for 62 years and we have grown substantially in the last 7. These are the kinds of degrees that you can get within our engineering department. Some of the more, the newer programs include bioengineering, where we've done a lot of cancer and COVID research. Electrical engineering has definitely diversified. You're not just building circuits anymore, but you're working on the power grid and different kinds of energy. So wind energy, solar energy, things like that. Our largest department is computer science and engineering. We're happy that with the growth of our College of Engineering, we have over 7,700 students from 104 different countries and all 50 states and many US territories. The university itself is the 3rd most ethnically diverse undergraduate campus in the United States. We're very proud of that. And we're also #1 for serving veterans. We are also a Hispanic serving institution, as well as Asian American, Native American, and Pacific Islander serving institutions. So we're pretty proud of our diversity. Not only can you get a major in engineering, you can also get a minor. And minors don't necessarily have to be in engineering. They can also be in business or in liberal arts, in sociology, psychology. A lot of our students will kind of look at different things, especially if they want to eventually create their own businesses. Understanding the psychology of people sometimes really helps. Not only can you do a major and a minor, but you can also get certificate programs. And these look wonderful on your resume so that you can go ahead and get, let's say, a sustainable engineering certificate while you're studying civil engineering or architectural engineering. And that's just really going to be highlighted on your resume when you're ready to look for that internship or after graduation job. These are some of the areas that we're really well known for in our area of research. We are a Carnegie Tier 1 research institution, as well as a Texas Tier 1 research institution. What does this mean? It means that within the College of Engineering, we spend almost $50 million a year doing some kind of research, whether it's water resources or airport security. We do cybersecurity research, a lot of different things in all of our different areas. Smart cities, we have a Dean's Challenge every year where the dean picks a subject or an area in the city of Arlington that he wants students to solve. You know, maybe it's traffic flow. You know, do we need to relook at the timing of the signal lights? Is it where stop signs are located? Are there different ways to get from one part of Arlington to another in a more efficient way? So this is a Dean's Challenge, and we are working with the city of Arlington to help make it a much smarter city. Let's put it that way. We know that students who study at the university, whether you're in engineering or not, are more successful if they join a student organization. Within the College of Engineering, we have over 50 organizations. The one that is portrayed here is our AeroMavs. A lot of these students are mechanical engineers or electrical engineers or aerospace engineers. And the really cool thing is they build those rockets and they go out to a field miles away from campus and they shoot them up and they time them and they come back down and they figure out how to make the rockets go even farther. They're also working on small winged aircraft. So wingspans of up to about 12 feet, and they can take them to this field and with remote control, fly them around and do all kinds of really fun stuff. We also have professional organizations, including the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, the Society of Women Engineers, the International Association of Civil Engineers, just a lot of things that we think are really helpful for students who want to be successful in their studies. A lot of these pre-professional organizations will bring alumni in to talk to students about, this is what I studied, but this is what I really do. Student resources is also really important. We offer tutoring and academic advising. Of course, on campus, we have our health services and our mental health services. We have a career center that serves all of the students at the university. And within the College of Engineering, we also have our own career fairs that are specifically for engineering students. We hold those in conjunction with the university-wide career days. They're a day apart, so a lot of the same employers will come and talk to students. We think it's really important for students to talk to employers right from the beginning so that you know which academic knowledge you're going to need and also what soft skills you may need to land that internship or that perfect job after graduation. A couple of things that I do want to mention are our admission requirements. To be admitted to UT Arlington, you need a minimum 2.5 GPA. We are waiving the SAT and ACT through summer 2023. To be a successful engineering student, we really recommend students have higher GPAs of 3.0 or higher, especially strong grades in math and the sciences. We also have scholarships available for students. There's merit-based scholarships, and within the College of Engineering, there are engineering-based scholarships. We also have the Blaze Promise, which will pay tuition for any family meeting the requirements who make under $85,000 a year. If you'd like to get a hold of us, here's all of our contact information, and thank you very much. I hope you have a fabulous evening.
Thank you so much. All right, at this point, I'd like to welcome all of our presenters back onto the screen. I'd like to hear from you all one more time here. So I'm going to ask, excuse me, I'm going to ask a question, and I'll have you all answer, based on your school and, your experience with the search process and that kind of thing. So kind of kicking that off, what advice do you have for students who are going through the search process, either now or shortly in the future? And we'll start with Poly Humboldt.
I think something that's so important is you really want to figure out what your end goal is and how you're going to get there. And so not just looking at the curriculum, but these ideas of co-curricular, what the community has to offer, internship possibilities, scholarships. It's so crucial. And really, I think just part of that is just trying new things. So really, when you're trying to pick a school, is trying to find something that's really just going to let you be a limitless person and just explore everything that, school has to offer.
Awesome. Thank you. Northern Arizona University, what is your advice?
Yeah, and I feel like we're all going to say ditto to a lot of that. I would say, personally, as a first generation Latina student going to college for the first time with any reference, one thing that I learned is not to be afraid to ask questions. My parents didn't always know what questions to guide me to ask. So don't be afraid to ask questions. We do this every day, but you don't do this every day. So it's okay to ask those questions. And regardless of where you go, find your community. That's really important. Join a club, join an organization, work on campus, live on campus at least 1 year. It's really important to create that community wherever you go so that that becomes your family away from home. So really important, get yourself involved at whatever institution you're a part of.
Thank you so much. Texas State University, what is your advice?
I would say similar things to what my colleagues have previously mentioned. Make sure that the university that you are choosing to attend is the right fit for you in all different aspects that you're looking for, such as your academics, or the program that they're offering is the program that offers you the best opportunities. Financially, it's going to be the best for you. And my number one advice would be visit these campuses. Go see what life is like as a student at that university, tour the campus, see how you would feel as a student at this university. It definitely gives you a different perspective than just seeing pictures of it. You definitely get a good sense of what it would be like to be a student when you visit it physically.
Thank you. University of Texas at San Antonio.
Well, I wholeheartedly agree with pretty much what everybody has already said, but one of my my addition to this would be to really step out of your comfort zone. And I know it can be scary to go away from your little friends, your group of friends, or if you love to be a wallflower, but you're just a little bit timid, just step out of that comfort zone. You never know who will hold the key to your success and who you will meet. And like I said, I know it's scary, but within a few weeks, you'll have lifelong friends before you even know it, and you'll have an awesome experience. And so wish you the best for that.
Thank you. University of Texas at Arlington, College of Engineering.
Sure, thank you so much. So one of the things I tell students is really think about your end goal and making sure that the university has all the resources you need to reach that end goal. Also, keep in mind the financial part. It really breaks our hearts if you apply to a school and you're a fabulous student, but there's just no way for you to afford that school. So really have a serious conversation with your parents about what your budget is, because it has to be a nice match of your school of choice as well as what your family can afford.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So my next question for all of you is, what is one thing you want students to remember about your school specifically? We'll jump back to Cal Poly.
I think for us is that we're just really nestled in the most beautiful area, and it's absolutely gorgeous here on the coastline and within the trees. And because of that, we have lots of opportunities being a small institution. So if you want that hands-on ability in those small classroom sizes, we're definitely the place for you. So I'm excited to hear from you.
Thank you. Northern Arizona.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I would say, also location. We have all 4 seasons, so that's something that's really unexpected for Arizona schools. But I think we also have a really great scholarship packaging that you can consider as an out-of-state student. And then lastly, I would say just make sure that you look at the programs that best fit you. So for example, we have the only forestry program of its kind in all of Arizona. So if there's something that you want to consider, just check out what we have.
Thank you so much. Texas State University.
Yeah, I would say that I hope you all remember, I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but we are the university with the river. So we have the San Marcos River that flows right through our campus. It's what makes us stand out the most, our main attraction. So if you get the chance to come visit us on campus, you'll get to see the river. It's also tied into a lot of our traditions. One of them, and the biggest tradition that we have, is that you jump in the river once you graduate from Texas State. It's a huge tradition. You're wearing your cap and gown and all. Once you jump in the river right after you graduate. So if you don't remember anything, remember Texas State has a river.
Thank you so much. All right, University of Texas at San Antonio.
Great, thank you. So like every institution, they have something to be recognized for. So for UTSA, just remember that we have a lot of spirit, tradition, and pride. We're in the city of San Antonio. There's lots of things to do. We're nationally recognized for our programs. We are a Research One institution, and we're a Hispanic student serving institution as well. And so regardless of where you go, you will hopefully you find a place, but if you come to UTSA, you'll be like family and we'll welcome you home.
That's nice. Thank you. University of Texas at Arlington.
Sure, I think we have a lot to be happy about on our campus. Being very diverse with our student body makes us also one of the safest campuses in the United States, which we're very proud of and we've worked really hard for. One of the things that you could remember us by are our bed races. Every fall we have bed races across the now defined football field where students get to use an old hospital bed on wheels, get a team of 5, decorate it, and race across that football field. And there are money prizes available.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Thank you for sharing. All right, I have one more question here for you. What is one myth you'd like to debunk about the college admissions search process? We'll jump back to Cal Poly Humboldt.
Just that you can't be a college graduate. I just really want to reiterate that regardless of where you pick, you absolutely have opportunities, and I hope that you take them and definitely create your community and find your community and reach out to any of us here on the screen or any schools you're interested in, because that's our goal, is really just to get you through so that you can just live your best life.
Thank you. Northern Arizona.
Yeah, I don't know if I would refer to a myth, but I would say that feeling of, do I belong here? That imposter syndrome, it hits a lot of us, especially if you're a Hispanic or first generation student. So I would say you deserve to be there. You belong there. So no matter what institution you're at, you got there on your own volition. So you're there because of your merit and because of how hard you work. So don't let anyone question why you're there, and don't question yourself why you're there. You belong there.
Thank you. Texas State University.
I would say, and this is something that I feel really passionate about, is that you don't have to take a crazy amount of AP or pre-AP or dual credit classes in order to kind of stand out in the college admissions process. Of course, it's awesome if you're able to take, as many AP classes as you can. If you feel like you're going to be successful in those classes and you're just awesome in all subjects, absolutely do so. But don't overwhelm yourself with AP or pre-AP or dual credit courses just for the sake of having them on your transcript or on your college application. It doesn't weigh as heavily as y'all think it does, especially if you're not doing well in the classes, right? So if you are taking those classes, make sure you're doing well. But if you are more comfortable and know you're going to be more successful and your ability as a student will be able to shine more in, I hate saying this, but a regular class, right? Definitely just take that course and don't overwhelm yourself. Just focus on being a kid in high school and having fun in high school and doing well in your classes.
Awesome. Thank you. University of Texas at San Antonio.
So I would definitely say that who you are in high school doesn't really define who you will become in college or as an adult. So don't think that you're in this specific box because you're in whatever group. College is for everyone, right? It could be a stepping stone, it could be a community college, it could be a plan to a 4-year, it just could be anywhere. But education is available for you. Take your time, make sure you meet your deadlines, but don't let whatever experiences you're having in high school really define what's going to happen next, because you are pretty much, you're the game changer. You're going to be able to change that future for yourself.
Thank you so much. And University of Texas at Arlington.
Sure. I think a myth that a lot of students believe is that we're going to compare you to other classmates in your class. That is so untrue. Every single student is an individual. Every single application is looked at holistically, one-on-one. We never compare or contrast student applications one to the other because everyone has a unique story. And so just make sure that you tell your unique story. And I think that will really get you into the best fit university that you could hope for.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Alrighty, so at this time, I am going to wrap things up for us. So thank you so much to our presenters for putting all this information together and spending the evening here. And thank you to our participants for jumping on and joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. We really appreciate any feedback you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule, sign up for more sessions, or if you are unable to or want to watch one again, you'll be able to find all the recordings at strivescan.com/Texas. And with that, we will wrap things up. Thanks so much again and have a great evening.